Hey guys, it's Clem from the Functional Movement Club, and today we're just going to go through a nice little neck mobility routine. So we're going to start off just by foam rolling the upper back. So the upper back is actually the area that's going to take a lot of slack if your neck's getting a little bit lazy. So we're just going to roll up a couple of times, going through, making sure we're getting a few cracks and pops through there. Then we can just go down to the bottom of the thoracic spine or mid-back, at the bottom of the rib cage. We're just going to add in 3 to 5 sweeps, come up to that mid-back, another 3 to 5 sweeps, and up to that top section, letting that head drop back. So what you want to do is when you're in this next position, you just want to pop hands behind the back of your neck. That'll help just to sort of create a little bit of support and take a little bit of the stress off the neck. So after we've done that, pop the foam roller away. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a peanut, or if you don't have a peanut, just get a couple of lacrosse balls or a couple of tennis balls, chuck them in a sock. If you're really pressed trying to find the peanut, then you can just grab one ball and you can do it on each side. So we're just going to pop the ball, we're going to pop it underneath the base of the skull, so go right at that bony ridge. We're going to start up there and then we're going to move down. So from there, ball goes underneath the ridge, we're just going to press in. We can hold for 30 seconds or until you feel the tension in those muscles start to ease off. Then once they ease off, then we can start adding in a little bit of movement. So from here, we're just going to sort of nod the head or tuck the chin down towards the chest and come back up. And we're just going to do 3 to 5 sweeps in each of those spots. If you find that one side's worse than the other, by all means, spend a bit of extra time on that side and you can work through it. So after we've done 3 to 5 sweeps, then we can just start moving down towards the neck. So just giving all those neck muscles on the side of the neck a little bit of a release or a little bit of a nice massage after a tough day or a tough workout. So again, just working all the way down and until we get sort of down to the base of that neck. Then next thing we're going to do, we're going to switch over, we're going to grab our ball. So from here, we're going to release off, we're going to do a ball release for the rhomboids. So the rhomboids are a group of muscles that run from sort of the spinous process, so the bony bits on your back, bony bits of your spine, and then they run down to sort of the tip of your shoulder blade. So we just want to get a ball in there to help release them off. So we're going to pop ball down. You can lay on it. If it's a little bit tender, just take the pressure off. Again, we're just going to lay here for 30 seconds until we feel that tension start to ease out of the muscle, or sort of until it releases a bit. Then from there, we're just going to bring the arm up and bring it across the body so you can add in a little bit of extra resistance from your opposite arm. So we just want to do, again, 3 to 5 spots, just sweeping across, and we're going to spend just under a minute in this position. So from here, you can go close to the spine, you can go right next to the shoulder blade. It's really up to you, so wherever you feel you get the most benefit, you just want to add in a couple little stretches in through there. Good. Then, while we're in this position, we're just going to change over and we're going to do the other side. So just wiggle the ball over, get it in that same position. Again, lifting arm up and we're going to bring it just across. You can add in a little bit of extra resistance on that elbow. But really you dictate how sort of heavy or aggressive you want to go throughout this movement. Sweet. So then, next muscle we're going to release off is a muscle called your iliocostalis cervicis or cervicus. And basically, for all you non-anatomy geeks out there, it's just a muscle that runs from sort of the base of your neck and then attaches down into your ribs, round about mid-shoulder blade level. So this is a pretty common one that gets angry or agitated and often presents into our clinic with people with pain between their shoulder blades. So what we can do is we're just going to go down to that mid-scapular level. We're going to get the ball just on the inside of the shoulder blade. Once you find the spot, you'll know what I'm talking about. And you can just wiggle around till you find that nice tender spot. Then from there, we're just going to hold for 30 seconds. Once we feel like that muscle starts to release or ease off for us, then we're just going to add in a little bit of a head lift. So what you can do is just look down towards your hip. If you really want to isolate that iliocostalis, we're just going to rotate the head and look into our opposite hip. So at the moment, I'm doing the left side. So we're going to lift the head up, look down to that right hip, pause for a sec. Come back down, then we can wiggle the ball up a little bit further, and we're just going to repeat that same motion a few more times, and working our way up again. So we're at the top of the shoulder blade now, just lifting that head, looking down in towards that shoulder. Then we're just going to repeat that on the opposite side. So ball, middle of the shoulder, roughly around the mid-shoulder blade level. Just pausing for 30 seconds, feel like it melts away underneath the ball, or until at least it becomes manageable, and you can actually talk your way through it or have a conversation. Then from there, lifting head up, looking down into that opposite hip. And again, we're just going to repeat 3 to 5 sweeps in this spot while we're in here. Wiggling up. 5 sweeps here, and then getting up to the sort of the top of the shoulder blade, or as high up as you can maintain that pressure into that ball while still looking down. Perfect. Then next exercise we're going to do is we're going to grab the ball again. We're going to stand up this time. So we're just going to stand up this time, and then we're going to go into upper traps. So your upper traps run from the base of the neck down the shoulder into the tip of the shoulder blade. To get into this, we'll need just sort of like a door frame or a squat rack so we can help out there. And then from there, we're just going to grab the ball, push in. So a nice little tip for all you guys playing at home that haven't done a lot of ball releases. Hold onto the ball with the other hand. That way it doesn't slip and slide all over the place. And then from there, we're just going to drop the head down towards the chest, looking into the opposite hip to the one we're working on. So for me, I'm working on my right side, I'm dropping the head down to the chest, then I'm looking down into that left hip or into that left armpit. And we're just going to do 3 to 5 sweeps with the neck, and then we can add in some arm movements. So we're going to do the same head movement, but we're just going to sweep that arm behind us and down as we sort of work more out towards the shoulder or the tip of the shoulder with this one. So again, 3 to 5 sweeps, just getting stuck in, working through any tight or sore spots. So next we're just going to jump in on the other side for us. So again, ball into the shoulder, you can lean in, you just want to sort of get into the back of that shoulder blade, and then we're just going to add in head down to opposite hip. And we're going to do 3 to 5 sweeps. Then as we move out in towards the shoulder girdle a little bit more, or the tip of the shoulder, and we're going to add in a little bit of hand movement, while we're adding in that head movement. And we should be helping to just feel a little bit more of a stretch down through the back of the shoulder there. Of course, if it's too much to handle for you, the coordination thing, pop the head down into the chest, then you can just sweep the arm afterwards. So after we've released off the neck muscles, then we're going to go into some strengthening drills for it. So for this one, we're just going to pop our hands down on the floor, make a little diamond with our fingers. They're going to go just above our forehead. From there, we're going to press in through the elbows, and that's going to help sort of push our rib cage into our shoulder girdle. Then from there, we can lift the head up, keeping that chin nice and tucked. We don't want to see a jut. So a nice little thing you can do is just pick a point that's right in front of you on the floor. From there, you can push through those elbows. You can keep looking at that same spot on the floor. We're going to come back down. So we're going to do 10 of those just straight up. Getting used to using those deep neck flexor muscles, getting used to using sort of your shoulder girdle.
and keeping that mid back nice and strong, or those iliocostalises that we worked on earlier on to release. We're going to teach them how to work properly. Then once we've done 10 of those, we can add in a slight little rotation. So keeping the chin nice and tough. We're just going to look into that left elbow pit, back to center, looking into that right elbow pit, back to center and down. So when we're doing this, we're just going to make sure that our chin stays nice and tucked. We're really only going to be turning the head on a 45 degree. So the nose should point to just inside your elbows when you're doing this. Anything further, and you're sort of cranking on your end ranges, and you'll start to compensate with a less than ideal movement pattern for this. So once we've done 10 on each side, when we're doing this, we should be feeling like a nice little stretch through the back of the neck, and we also should just be feeling like underneath our chin, the muscles in there are working.
After we've done that one, then we're just going to go into some neck isometrics. So you can do this either sitting or you can do it standing. So nice simple one, we're just going to pop the hands behind the back of the neck. So from here it's just going to go underneath the ridge of the neck, and then from there we're just going to press straight back into the head. And we're just going to hold for 5 seconds, relax, push back, hold, and relax, push back, hold, relax, and we're just going to do 10 of those. Perfect. So that should give you nice, like your neck, nice little reset. You're releasing off the main structures that are going to give you tightness, and then you're also strengthening up the right muscles and using the right muscle or movement patterns in order to take that stress off the neck and keep the neck and shoulders happy.